Yeah, the Lit Bar, you're going to get a very friendly and welcoming experience. We actually pride ourselves in when we're training new employees, it's all about the experience. It's all about having that one-on-one interaction. Because yes, of course, we want you to come and shop with us, but we want you to really feel like this is a space where you can be vulnerable because it is beauty. You know, women are coming in, they're talking about their insecurities. Oh, I have these dark circles, or I don't think I should wear a red lip. We're going to throw all of that out the door.
What up, though, Black Fridays family? We are continuing our celebration of Black Business Month here in Detroit, and we are on location at the Lit Bar. And I'm sitting here with the person who is responsible for making this happen, the community manager of the Lit Bar Detroit, Ms. Jamilah Jackson. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing great. I'm splendid.
Good to see you. And it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
It is my birthday. Thank you.
Yeah, you here working on your birthday.
Yeah, you know, we had to do something. You know, me personally, I like to do something that is good and gives back to the community on my birthday.
Yeah.
And so this year, it just happens to be Black Fridays podcast talking about Black Business Month.
Yes, talking about Black Business Month, Black people, Black Fridays podcast, Blackity Black Black.
Blackity Black Black Black. I even put my black on. I mean, black is our uniform, but
right.
Still, you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, Jamilah, tell us a little bit about what it is that you do here at the Lit Bar.
Yep. So at the Lit Bar, I am tasked with creating community events and, you know, activating the space here in our flagship store, and also making sure that we're doing our part to give back to our Detroit community. As a lot of people know, Melissa Butler and Roscoe Spears are our creators and our founders. And so both women being Cass Tech grads and Detroit natives, you know, Detroit was the very first place to really support them, and they still support them as diehard Lit Bar fans. And so it's important for us to really focus on the city that we're in and not just, you know, take from our customers and expect them to, you know, always support us, but, you know, give them that support back as well.
For sure. And so I was talking to somebody earlier today, and they didn't even know that August was Black Business Month. So I wanted to ask you, and me personally, I might have found out a couple of years ago, but I wanted to ask you, what made you want to celebrate the significance of Black Business Month, given the fact that it may not necessarily be widely recognized just yet or quite yet?
Yeah, I mean, one, as a Black consumer, I know that the Black dollar is in like the trillions or something like that. And so not just only giving a shout out to all of the amazing Black businesses, but the Black consumers who keep the Black businesses in business. That's one of the reasons I like to celebrate, but also with the attack on DEI, can we still say that word?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna say it. But the attack that's going on DEI, it's not just about Black businesses, but it's about all businesses, from people of different shapes, sizes, creeds, and colors that also need to be celebrated. So whenever there's a month, you know, every month is a new celebration. You know, it's National Dog Day, National Cat Day, National Toenail Clipping Day. So, you know, when it is about our people and uplifting our people, it's important to celebrate.
Yeah. And so the Lit Bar has a history of doing community-focused events here in the city, and that's very intentional in nature. And I wanted to ask, could you talk about some of the events that you all have hosted here and the significance of those events and the communities that you hosted in this space?
Yeah. So last March, we really put, you know, it all on the table. We had a big 313-day celebration where we had like 10 to 12 female-owned businesses come and do like a private event for some influencers. And so we had people like 12th and Viv. We had, what's the people who do the honey? The husband and woman team.
Oh, Beehive.
Yeah, Beehives was there. Pretty Brown Girls was there. And so just a lot of women who, one, have already supported the Lit Bar, but two, you know, we are always keeping our eye on other Black women-owned businesses and seeing how we can support them, because we wouldn't be here without the upliftment of others. So we did that for 313 Day. And then here in store, we partnered with Bass Bloom, which is a woman-centered co-working space in Midtown. And we partnered with them to have some of their members come in and activate our space on Wednesdays. So we had Detroit Rosas, we had Hey Me First, we had JK Charcuterie, and then we had She's So Detroit. And so just again, giving people the opportunity to even test the space. Do I want a brick and mortar? Do I want to go from online to, in store? And what does that experience feels like? And then also just giving them a chance to interact with their customers on a face-to-face basis, and then also introduce them to our customers.
And what's next? What's upcoming that people can be on the lookout for?
Oh, what's next? We're gonna do some Lions games.
Okay.
We have an amazing woman reporter who works with the Lions who wants to partner with us to do some in-store game nights. We want to do right now, currently we're doing a backpack drive for 3 lovely teachers that were nominated for our Backpacks and Beauties contest. So if you got a backpack, you want to bring it to the Lit Bar, bring it to us by the 31st, and you'll get 15% off for your donation. And if you are a teacher and you want to come down, I didn't know the first week of school started already.
Yeah, they start early.
People
now.
started posting in babies. I said, no, wait a minute, DPS not supposed to start till after.
Exactly.
Day.
Nope,
but
it's over.
My goodness. So teachers, if that first week of school has taken you out, come down, bring your work badge, and we'll give you 15% off your brow services. We just want to do a little something to give back to the people who are creating this next generation of leaders. And I know it's hard because they don't pay y'all what you're worth.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're doing now. And then October, we'll be doing some fundraising for breast cancer awareness as well.
Very dope. And could you talk about the experience that people get when they come to Lit Bar? Because anybody who hasn't necessarily been down here yet, I don't think they really know like what they're in store for. Because I've seen people since we've been here today come in and be able to get fresh facial makeup, be able to try on products, be able to get like concierge service. Like, could you talk about what that experience is like when you come to the Lit Bar?
Yeah, the Lit Bar, you're going to get a very friendly and welcoming experience. I know a lot of people feel like, with Black-owned businesses, it's not always a great experience, but we actually pride ourselves in when we're training new employees, it's all about the experience. It's all about having that one-on-one interaction. So from the moment you walk in the door, somebody's gonna be screaming, hello, how can I help you? How you doing today? They're gonna compliment your outfit because yes, of course, we want you to come and shop with us, but we want you to really feel like this is a space where you can be vulnerable because it is beauty. Women are coming in, they're talking about their insecurities. Oh, I have these dark circles, or I don't think I should wear red lip. We're going to throw all that out the door. You're going to walk out a whole new person because that's what we're here to talk about. We're here to enhance your natural beauty. We're here to tell you that you're beautiful already, but here's a little something to take it over to the next level. And so we really take pride in caring for our customers and showing them that, whatever society has said about Black women, Black beauty, and just women in general and their beauty, because we also cater to all types of women. You're going to leave that out the door, and then you're going to come in here. This is a safe space. You can try on as many lips as you like. You can get the solutions to, your beauty issues that you may be facing, and you're going to walk out here happier and lighter. So that's just, regular, degular, every day. But we do offer appointments, so you can come and get your face beat down. You can do one-on-one services with our makeup artists. So we offer 30, 60, and 90-minute consultations. You can really sit down one-on-one with our makeup artists and ask all the questions that you want to ask, because TikTok videos can only take you so far, but just having that personal touch from someone who's educated in the industry goes a long way. So that's what we pride ourselves on.
Very dope. And in the essence of Black Business Month, you're an entrepreneur yourself, and you are the founder of Jackson Strategies. Could you talk to us about your work and the business that you've been doing? Yeah,
so I have been in the media field officially 10 years this year.
Congratulations.
Ooh, it's been a lot, especially being a Black woman in media. I was really there at the start of like Black women really feeling comfortable wearing their natural hair. Like I still remember the Tamron Hall moment on the Today Show where she showed up. And it wasn't even like how my hair looked, but it was just still like, oh my God. So my very first experience when I got out of college, I went to a college career fair, and there was a producer there, and he was like, oh, he looked at my reel, and me, I changed my hair every day, And I'm like, I'm about to kill him with this one. I'm about to put all my hairstyles in here. So it's like, you pick which one you want. And so he was viewing the video. He was like, I think you should pick one hairstyle if you want to be on camera. I said, I'm from Detroit. I grew up watching Andrea Isom, and Andrea Isom used to have whatever she wanted. I said, if this is the industry, I don't really want to be in front of camera, but I feel like I can make the change behind the camera. So that's when I started going into production and public relations, helping people tell their stories. And then eventually it all led to me starting my own company because I wanted to support women who look like me, other Black-owned businesses, other what do we call it, biopic businesses, because I had the knowledge, I had the talent, I had the skill, I had the experience that a lot of people look for when it comes to high-level marketing and PR. But I did it at a little bit of a more affordable budget for our small and medium business owners, and so that's kind of what I've been doing. But I think I'm ready to hang it up.
Understood. Now, what led you to that point in terms of feeling like it's time to pivot with that type of work?
I call myself the pivot queen. So originally when I started my business, I was focused on public relations and event management. Then COVID hit and I saw the spike in the need for social media marketing. So I moved my company to focus solely on that. And then just with the way the industry is going, you can get all the tools and tricks and tips you need off of social media already. And so people don't want to pay for that. And so, instead of exhausting myself, I feel like I'm going to move more into a consulting area of the business. So I can tell you what you need. Again, I can give you that high level experience, skill, and talent. And then I can connect you with the shooters and the photographers and all of that still within your working budget, because it's all about promoting people, giving them high quality work, but also working within the budget that they have, because being an entrepreneur is hard and the money ain't always there.
Facts.
But we still want to give you great quality work.
Exactly. And I saw you made a post recently on social media where you essentially documented your journey in your career in business and entrepreneurship. And you mentioned how that journey allowed you to be able to be trusted with the work that you do here at the Lip Bar. So could you just talk about how you was able to create that opportunity or have those opportunities and experience lead up to you being here in this space?
Yeah, so originally when I interviewed for the Lip Bar, I had just been let go from my previous job, and I was like, Beyonce coming, so I need to get some Beyonce money. And they had a posting for a social media manager here just for the store. I applied, I didn't get the job, but the manager was like, I still want you to come in and work for us. So I think within like 3 months, I had been promoted to being a key holder. And then when we started putting this store space together, they were like, we want to do events and stuff. They noticed how well I was connected. Like, people will come in the store still to this day, and they'll be like, "Is Jam here? Is Jam here?" Or like they'll see like a Gail Perry Mason come in, and she's telling everybody, all these things and all this stuff she does, and people like, "Dang, you know her?" I'm like, "Yes, I know her." Or my aunt, who is president of Henry Ford, will come into the store, and they're just like, they don't know how well connected I am, and that's not to brag or anything. But I have the connections, and I think that's what really makes me happy to go to work, is because I like putting people in connections with other people so that they can get to the next level. And so I think my managers recognized that, Melissa recognized that, and so I was able to really just create my own lane. They gave me the task. They said, "This is what we want you to do, and you have full autonomy to do whatever you want." And so I'm really grateful for the opportunity to create my own lane and change it up as much as I need to really make this feel like a comfortable, homey, vulnerable, and safe space.
That's dope. And it seems like the work is paying off in terms, just because, I support Black-owned businesses, and of course, but me personally, I don't have much of a reason to be in the Lip Bar. However, being here today, I feel very much at home, and you feel that, it's an essence of calmness and that people care and like you belonging. That's what I'm looking for.
That's what we're all about here. And I think that's initially the reason why Melissa and Roscoe went into this business initially, because back in, I think it was like, we 13. I'm not great at math. So 13 minus 2025. You know, the business industry wasn't really checking for Black women. Again, businesses will pander to Black people without really knowing how powerful that dollar is. And so, you know, Melissa and Roscoe really wanted to create something that was just for us, that felt safe for us. And so now that we have the space to do a little bit more, let's go full throttle with it.
Yeah. So what is on the horizon? Well, you told us about what's on the horizon for the store, but what about yourself in terms of what's next? What do you see on the horizon?
Well, immediately what's next is I'm going back on the road for the Lit Bar.
Okay.
I did the Delta Sigma Theta convention. It was our first time being a vendor there. And so whatever I did there really impressed the team. And so they sending me back on the road for another expo. So
Shout out to you.
I'll be doing that next week. And however that lands and however well we do there, then we'll take some next steps after that.
For sure. And so I can't let you go without doing Freestyle Fridays real quick.
Okay.
So I hope you're ready to freestyle.
Freestyle like rap? Or
Yeah, like rap.
I can't do that. Can
Why
we
not?
pick something else?
Why not?
I'm not good with rhyming.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not. Listen, Dr. Seuss, that's a bad man.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave it to the expert.
For sure. So we just gonna do rapid fire questions then.
That works for me.
All right.
I can do that.
All right. So favorite social media platform?
I'll tell you why each one is really good at what it does.
No, I need you to pick one. Like, what's your what's your favorite one?
My favorite one, I'm gonna say Instagram. That's the one I use the most.
Okay, very millennial answer.
Very
you know,
millennial.
we like this with Instagram.
Yeah, we grew up with it.
Yeah.
Bring me back to the old filters, okay?
Right, and the no algorithm.
No algorithm.
Yeah.
Oh God, good old days.
What would you say is your favorite event that you've had opportunity to do here so far?
I'm going to say this, and
Okay.
I know that sounds very cliche, but I think this is really my favorite one because I used to have my own podcast. And
Okay.
so it gives me a chance to get back to it. Okay, period. Shout out to the audio word.
Shout out to audio word.
And I just feel like, again, this is another opportunity that I've had to connect people with people that I know and to amplify their story. So this is definitely my favorite.
That's dope. Very dope. And what are you listening to right now? What's in your playlist?
What's on my playlist? Ooh. You know, it was just Day 26's 18th anniversary, so we're playing Day 26 from the very beginning to the new album is hidden. I don't know if Brian Michael Cox is back on it, but sir, y'all done put your foot in that one.
They got new music?
You need to go listen to it. It's called Day One.
I've never been a Day 26 person, so that's
what?
Yeah, that's why
I'm cut the
not.
Cut the mics.
I'm not locked in.
You like R&B?
I do.
You need to.
I just never got into Day 26. I kind of missed that wave.
Them brothers is singing, okay? Not singing.
For sure. I mean, I know they talented. I respect the skill. I just don't know nothing about the catalog. That's all.
Yeah, go get into that.
For sure. All right.
At least the Day 26 album. What was the other one? Another Day, A Day in the Life, something like that. The second one.
Okay.
And then this last one. They put out music in between that, but just those three for me.
For sure. All right. Focus on those.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
And last but not least, what would you say is a favorite place? You mentioned that you got a chance to travel for the Lit Bar, but do you have a favorite destination that you like to go to for travel?
Savannah, Georgia. I
like Savannah.
I am, in my mind, I'm Creole.
Okay.
So I really just like the history of Savannah because, you know, that's one of the first places that Black people were brought to this country. And so I just like feeling the connection to my ancestors there. Mm-hmm. It's a very like spiritual place. Like when you get there, it just feels like you protected.
Yeah.
You know, even though it's some other people there. But
yeah, understood.
You can feel the spirit of the ancestors in the place, and they got great food.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
So where can the people tap in with you? Where can they tap in with the Lit Bar? What's all the essential websites, socials, all that stuff?
So you can go and follow the Lit Bar on two different pages. You can do the Lit Bar on Instagram, Facebook. I don't think we got a Twitter. But we're on TikTok. We also sell on a TikTok shop. I know a lot of people have been like, I can't tell if this is the real Lit Bar. It's the real Lit Bar. And then you can follow the store for all of our in-store events at the Lit Bar Detroit on Instagram. You can follow me personally at Bae the Blogger. That's BaeTheBlogger.
Are you blogging still technically?
I have moved my blogging to Instagram because I don't think people read long form anymore.
Okay, yeah, I'm people.
Yeah. It's okay. Listen, it's all about pivoting. It's all about knowing your audience. And so I know y'all like when I tell my business. I'm just gonna tell it on Instagram.
For sure. Well, Jamilah, thank you very much for inviting Black Fridays to be a part of this Black Business Month celebration.
Here.
Absolutely. Yeah, and this was a great experience overall, and love to see the work that you've been doing with the Lit Bar and that different activations and community engagement that you all have been curating. It's really dope to see for the city, especially in terms of what we are seeing that's happening in the city and kind of like a lot of developments, and it's not necessarily always in with us developed. It's not always developed with us in mind. So I think that have the intention here with the store to focus on our community and people that look like us, I think that that's huge. So we appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all.